Hello everyone, welcome to my modded Fallout New Vegas Let's Play. In this episode, I plan on doing a quest line added in by a mod. Now, I don't know much about what's in store for this quest line, what's in store for me, what it entails even. All I know is that it's supposed to be pretty good. So, yeah, jump right into it. But it starts when a employee of the Tops Casino approaches me when I'm walking around inside. So we're gonna have to go to the Tops Casino right now. I'm gonna park the TARDIS right outside. Alright.
Master.
Fetch your leash.
Drive systems regenerating.
Follow me. And you follow me too, Arcade.
Lead the way.
I will, thank you. Alright.
The strip's not a bad place if you love terrible things and people. I'll never understand the allure of giving away your money to the rich.
It's not so much the losing money bit as it is the game, at least for me. At least that's the way I understand it. I'm sure there are many people who disagree. It's also the allure that you may actually win more than you lose.
Welcome to the Tops Hotel and Casino. I'm gonna have to ask you to hand over any weapons you might be carrying.
Sure, here you go.
Smooth and easy, just the way I like it. Don't worry, they'll be as safe as kittens till you're ready to leave. Oh, and a friendly word of advice. If you happen to stumble across any weapons during your stay here, well, just don't wear them openly. You dig? Now that we got that little business out of the way, what can I do to make your Tops experience the tops?
Nothing more. Thank you, though.
Have a good time, baby.
Hey, you're that courier that's been stirring things up around here, right? Wanna earn some serious caps?
Do I know you?
No, but my boss knows you, and he's very impressed with your work. Tops Hotel, room 110. He'll explain everything.
I'll make sure I pay him a visit.
Smart call. Be on your way then.
Okay then. Let's see what this is all about. Aye, that's not good. The only weapon I have on my person right now is my lightsaber. I may need it. At least I've got K9 to back me up with some firepower. Alright. So let's go back to the elevators. Have you ever noticed these casinos don't feel very populated?
That's the guy who killed Caesar.
I actually think there's a mod for that. I may have to install it.
Crazy slang.
Alright, guys. Let's see who this boss is. Hello? I was told you have a job for me?
You came. I was afraid you wouldn't. Name's Michael Green, but please, call me Mike.
I hear you have a job proposition for me, Mike.
Indeed I do. And it's no picnic, but your reputation suggests you're the man for the job. You get the job done, even when the cards are stacked against you, which is exactly what I need right now. And I'm prepared to pay you a substantial amount of caps if you decide to take me up on my offer.
What's the job?
There's a man, a huge threat to the Germans' business and anyone else who might accidentally step on his toes. I need him eliminated. No innocent victims here. We're talking about the scum of the earth.
Why don't you guys take care of it yourselves?
I didn't tell the others here. We're talking about a very influential person, and I don't want this tracked back to us. To me, if the whole thing goes sideways. So before I tell you anything else, I need to know you're willing to take the risk and use discretion. Now, should I continue, or should I go and find someone else?
I'm listening.
Glad to hear it. Now listen closely, pal. Your target is one of the most powerful people on the West Coast. He's the head of an organization which trades in information, always selling to the highest bidder. He has people in every faction around here that matters. The families, the NCR, the Khans, even the Legion, you name it. With crucial information on each of them at his disposal, he holds all the cards. And the genius of it is that he remains invisible, never getting involved personally, never revealing his identity. Those who've heard of him simply call him the Broker, but a lot of them believe he's just a myth. But I know better. He's no myth. He is real and extremely dangerous.
This reminds me of the Shadow Broker from Mass Effect. And how did you find out?
I discovered the first clue by accident, and since then I've been putting the pieces together. It's a long story, and I'd be more than happy to tell you all about it once he's dead. But right now, our window of opportunity may close at any moment. We can't afford to waste time.
If he just trades information, couldn't he be useful to you too?
His services don't come cheap. German are doing alright, but we have enemies with deeper pockets than ours. That means the broker is more useful to them than he is to us. Now I could try to find whoever's leaking information to him, but that will be only a temporary solution. We need to take out the source.
I don't know. I find all that hard to believe.
And that is exactly why most people are so quick to dismiss it as nothing more than an urban legend. Look, I don't know how he does everything he does. If you want specifics, I don't have them. But I'm not wrong about this. I just know it.
Alright, so how do I get to him?
There's a private detective. He's been working with me on this for years. In fact, he's the one who found out the broker was a man. The information's always been vague like that. Just little pieces forming a pattern. But now, that detective's gone silent, which could mean he got a little too close. I'm not a big fan of leaving the strip, so we need you to go find out what happened to him. Then return to me and we'll discuss our next move. As for payment, how does 800 caps sound?
800 caps? Make it 1,000 and we have a deal.
If that's what it takes. The detective's name is Roy. I'll mark the location on your map.
Alright. Seriously, 800 caps for something like this, that's pretty low. If half of what he says is true, that's super low. If all of what he says is true, then even 1,000 is too low. But I'll do it for the adventure. Alright, let's get back to the TARDIS. I was trying to unlock it. Alright. First, let me just... So... Wait a minute. Okay, so it's out here. I'll just materialize the TARDIS in North Vegas Square and go from there. I'm an idiot. Alright. Not too far away now. Let them catch up. I've got to let K9 catch up. Right. Alright. So this should be the detective's house, I guess. Come on, K9. Sorry, I keep running faster than you, but... Okay. Let's search the house.
my best.
Don't really want to take any of his stuff because that would be stealing, even if he doesn't say that it's stealing. Now if he turns out to be dead, then maybe I'll root through his house for stuff to take, but I hope that doesn't happen. I'm not seeing anything. I certainly hope whatever it is isn't staring me in the face, because that would be embarrassing. Ooh, my mom's asking if anyone wants ice cream. Yes, please. Alright. Not seeing anything there. Ah, there we go. I've been after the broker for years now. When Green first hired me, I thought this man was crazy. But he was paying, and caps are caps, even if it is for a wild goose chase. Turned out he wasn't crazy, though. Eventually a pattern started to emerge, one that clearly indicated the broker's existence, and not much else. Heck, I've been in this business for over 2 decades now, and never before have I spent so much time trying to track down someone. The elusive jerk leaves no loose ends behind. There were a couple of times when I thought I'd finally found him. My investigation led me to several potential informants of his, but they all kept their mouths shut. Don't know what kind of hold he has on them, 'cause no threat, no torture, no offer seemed to work, so I tried following them. First there was this chems dealer from Freeside. One night I caught him in front of a ham radio. Heard some weird beeping noises that seemed like a series of signals. He almost caught me that night too. I asked around about the signals, learned that it was something they called a Morse code. A few days later the dealer turned up dead, overdosed on his own crap. Sounded like too much of a coincidence to me. That whole deal with the Morse code, or whatever it was called, gave Green an idea. He thought we should start using some sort of code too, for just in case. Yeah, I know what that meant. He didn't want to run out of leads in case I ended up dead before telling him what I had found out. Guess I can't blame him. So from that moment on, I've been writing down every piece of information as soon as I got it, using a code we developed together. Not a stupid idea when I think about it. Then there was this bounty hunter from Novak, supposedly one of the broker's most trusted agents. Tried following him a dozen times and somehow managed to lose him every freaking time, until he stopped showing up in Novak altogether. After that, it's been one dead end after another. but now I think may be onto something again. There's a man in Westside who might know something. Some lowlife called Lucky Jack. Maybe this time I'll finally catch a break. This has been going on long enough. Okay then. Alright. So now we're going to Westside. Looking for a guy named... what was it again? Lucky Jack. Alright. Alright guys, I'll be right back when I've found this Lucky Jack. Alright everyone, I'm back. So I think this is it. It's labeled Door to Lucky Jack's place, so... oh yeah, and if you're wondering where K9 is, I sent him back to the TARDIS. Alright, here we go. Alright, more clue searching. Nothing there. The computer doesn't work. Crumpled note. Jack, since you had repeatedly expressed your concerns over being watched, we were generous enough to supply you with the safe room, even though we found no evidence to support your claims. We did this in hopes of your continued cooperation. However, you demonstrated a complete lack of effort to learn the code, rendering our investment in you unproductive. In addition, we have recently been informed of your new activities, which are obviously in negative correlation with the decreasing frequency of your reports via other means as well. That is not something that can be tolerated. We invite to carefully reconsider your priorities. This is your first and final warning. P.S. You are to burn this letter upon reading it. Failure to do so is likely to result in dire consequences. Okay. Might as well take the bottle caps. So there's a safe room in here? I'm a little confused here. He doesn't want that. Any more clues? Ooh, more bottle caps. Huh. Seems as though there was a struggle. Some bullet cases. Ah, there we go. Roy. Wait a minute, I know that outfit. It belonged to the Lone Stranger. Roy was the Lone Stranger all along. I'm kidding, no. Alright. Encrypted message. Okay. Let's get out of here. Alright. Alright, Arcade, we need to get back to the TARDIS. Evidently, we're on the right track. Let's see, where's... Did not mean to drink that ginger beer. Alright. We'll take a shortcut through here. I mean, you know you're on the right track when they send hitmen after you. I mean, hitmen. Alright. Alright.
Master. Drive systems regenerating.
Follow me, K9.
Affirmative.
Right. Alright, I've materialized the TARDIS right inside the tops. Alright.
That's the guy who killed Caesar.
first sight, it looks like Green slipped and fell, resulting in a fatal head injury. However, upon closer inspection, you notice defensive marks on his hands and forearms. This was no accident. Green's key. Right. What do I do? Right. Okay. Ah. Encryption key.
Ring a ding, baby.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Ring-a-ding, baby. Alright. Encryption key. Oh, man. Alright, I'll be right back once I've deciphered this. Alright, guys. So, I've deciphered the note, and it reads, VIP, Ultralux, room 17, hurry. Alright, so... that means we need to go to the Ultralux, of course. To VIP room number 17, probably. And, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to make the TARDIS travel to a really short distance outside. Mainly because I materialized the TARDIS inside the tops, and now if I try to go past the desk, he'll confiscate all my items, and then I won't be able to get back to the TARDIS without him confiscating my items again. You get the idea. So I'm just gonna save us all some trouble and materialize the TARDIS just outside. Oh, wrong one. Alright. Wait, maybe I should fuel the TARDIS. Didn't think of that. Yeah, there we go. Alright. That way.
Have a nice day.
Beg your pardon, but could I trouble you to turn over your weapons?
Sure, here you go.
My deepest apologies for the slightest inconvenience. You have my assurance that everything will be returned upon your departure. But we simply can't have anyone waving their weapons around in the hotel. It's not the atmosphere we wish to cultivate. Please, enjoy your stay.
So where exactly did you take my weapons?
They'll be handled with the utmost security in our bank.
Okay. Just in case I need to grab them in an emergency. Goodbye.
Pleasure speaking to you.
Alright. They have a really nice place here.
Salutations.
making sure they're following me. Excuse me.
How may I be of service, sir?
Never mind.
Indeed.
Thought you might give me access to the rooms or something.
Those thugs aren't worth our time anymore.
You're right on schedule, Courier. Good. I'll be with you in a minute.
Okay, this is interesting. Just in case you're wondering, I cannot move right now.
You know, art is perhaps the only impractical thing I value. Music is the most noble of arts. Listen. That'll be enough. Let's get to business, shall we?
Victor Moriarty? That's the name of... Okay. That's a coincidence. Especially if he's an evil mastermind. But anyway. So you've been expecting me?
Of course I was. Now please, take a seat. We have things to discuss.
Okay. Alright.
I believe I should start by saying that Mr. Green will obviously no longer be needing your services. So whatever you thought you had to do here, you don't anymore.
So, are you the one they call the broker?
Broker? I hope you realize you were in over your head here. However, there is a way you can walk out of here alive. Perhaps you will even earn the right to meet the one you came here for.
Who are you then? His right-hand man?
You could say that. My name, Victor Moriarty, if you really must know. Although, I doubt that name will be of any significance to someone like you. Besides, you should be more concerned about your ticket out. You see, I have a problem that needs taken care of. It's a matter of a sensitive, personal nature. If there's anything Green did right, it was hiring you. You demonstrated impressive abilities in the past, and they are the only reason you're still alive. Use them to help us, and you will be rewarded handsomely.
What do you need me to do?
There is a man in the Mojave that goes by the name of Wade. He is the head of a small but effective mercenary organization. More importantly, he is a complete and utter psychopath. Even outside of his profession, he kills for sport, and he takes his time. By the time he's done with them, the corpses of his victims no longer bear any resemblance to that of human beings. It should be fairly obvious what I need you to do.
How exactly is that your problem?
This man, this monster, he is my brother, I'll admit. There was a time when his savagery was useful to me. Even those who were the worst of what humanity had to offer were terrified of him. I owe my success in a large part to him. There's no denying it. But lately, he's escalated, and the body count just keeps on getting bigger and bigger. I'm the one who helped create him. I'll be the one to help end him as well.
Why now? Why didn't you do it before?
I allowed my fraternal sentiment to get the better of me, but that ends now. It was one of his latest stunts that stirred change in me. He burned down a house with an entire family inside. When I asked him why, do you know what he said? He told me he had been bored.
So why me? Don't you have people who can handle this?
Of course I do. But I use them for business. This is personal. I would prefer to keep it discreet.
A one-man army like yourself should be more subtle than an actual army. As I said before, your abilities are the only reason you're still alive.
So tell me more about Wade.
What more could you possibly need to know? The man is a menace. Death, chaos, destruction. Those are his vices. He may be a mercenary, but money is merely a bonus to him. He truly takes pleasure in what he does.
Alright, if he's as bad as he says, maybe I should do this, even if I don't like or trust him or his boss. Alright, where do I find him?
He lives in an old bunker near Red Rock Canyon. I'll mark the location on your map. Prepare yourself, because he has an army of mercenaries, automated defenses, and even admirers with him. Needless to say, absolute discretion is mandatory. I'm gonna need proof, of course. There is a coin he always carries with himself, a souvenir of his first victim.
How do I get inside the bunker?
That should be the easy part. All you have to do is induce in Wade a desire to kill you. Present yourself as a challenge, or simply enrage him. Whichever approach you decide to take, trust me, it won't take much. Now go, and don't even think about coming back until you get it done.
Alright then. I'll just take my leave of you then, for now. But keep this in mind. If I should decide that it is best for you to die, then I think I can take you on, and all your bodyguards here. I've dealt with alien menaces from outer space. These guys, they look like nothing. Like a boss. Alright. So then, I'm going to end this episode here. In the next one, I will take care of this Wade character. In any case, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, and subscribe if you have not done so already. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all in the next episode.